What's going on YouTube? Today I want to talk to you guys about this incredible Android Auto device that allows your vehicle to run DeX in your vehicle. If you have a Samsung, you probably are familiar with DeX, and this device right here allows you to project your Samsung DeX into your vehicle's Android Auto. As you guys can see here, I have just started Samsung DeX from my phone, which is my Samsung Fold phone, and is now into my vehicle. One of the cool things about DeX is since you can project your phone like a computer to any device, you can also interact with it via touch if it is a touchscreen. In my case, my system is the touchscreen because I'm running it on my Ford truck. Now, with Android Auto, you have different ways of interacting. Like I said, you have the touch version. You can also use your phone as a touchpad. As you guys can see, there's a mouse moving right there. That's because you can use your phone wirelessly with Android Auto in your vehicle, which is pretty nice. You can also use your fingers to touch. Here, I'm going to open apps. As you guys can see, I have all my apps. These are basically all the apps that I installed on my phone. Android Auto allows me to interact with every single one of them, and I can open any app like I would on a typical phone. So let's say I wanted to open Netflix, right? I can literally, let's just say I want to open YouTube, right? Now I'm gonna do Netflix. So I have Netflix open right now in full screen. If I wanted to play anything, I don't know what this is, but let's just say I wanted to play Evil. I could just go in here and I can just resume. This is actually a show I was watching. As you guys can see, now I have Netflix going on. Now I'm gonna turn it back down before I get copyrighted, but I can pause it. Let's say I wanted to search for a movie, right? I can either use the on-screen keyboard on my phone, or I can connect this Bluetooth keyboard onto my device and basically use this to control. As you guys can see, I have mouse interacting here, and I can just type in, let's say I wanted to watch, let me think of something, maybe a movie by Tom Cruise or something. Let me just type in Tom and Cruise, CR. As you guys can see, one movies that potentially have Tom Cruise isn't in it. I can use my mouse to select Oblivion, or I can just touch the screen to select the movie. Now, one of the cool things is, another cool thing that this device right here is capable of is, if I press the button, right, I can use it to split the screen. I can do it manually, or I can just press the button and it splits the screen. As you guys see, it says no running apps, but if I wanted to have multiple apps, I can just, let's say I wanted to have, I can do maps, I can even do Amazon shopping. Where's Amazon? So I can have Amazon open as my second app. I can basically have any apps on my phone as the second app. I can switch them over. I can have multiple apps. Let's say I wanted to open AliExpress again. So as you guys can see, I can have 3 different apps or multiple apps, and I can put this one anywhere. I can maximize it or even close it. That's one of the beautiful things about Samsung DeX. So yeah, if you guys are familiar with it, this right here allows you to run Samsung DeX on any device. Now let's talk about the Android Auto portion of this device right here. So, oh, by the way, with the Samsung DeX, you can actually change. So right now I have it where it allows me to easily see the screen. Let me exit Samsung DeX and I'll show you guys how you can change it to full screen or minimize the display. That way it fits, that way you can interact with it better. So whenever you're in AutoPro X, you're gonna see this settings icon right here. Click on it and you can choose between full screen or touch calibration. If you put it on full screen, you're gonna have your Android Auto is gonna, your Samsung DeX is gonna take over your screen completely. I don't like this option because sometimes it can be a little bit difficult for me to touch the buttons on the bottom or the top. So with this right here, I can reach every single button on the device itself. Now, if you want to do Android Auto, which is like, basically like in every other vehicle, you simply click on Android Auto And once your phone connects to its Bluetooth, which should have been paired already, your Android Auto will automatically come up, and it's gonna look just like any Android Auto you have in pretty much any other vehicle, and it's gonna be wireless. So for my case, right, I'm typically running Android Auto wired, but this right here allows me to run my Android Auto completely wireless. That way, if I want to enjoy navigation and music and all that stuff without having to be completely wired, I can simply use this. So now Android Auto is completely up here, and this is my phone. It is wirelessly connected via Android Auto. I can even go to music and play any music like I would typically would, or I can go into maps and use it for navigation. I don't want to get too close and show you the maps because I don't want you guys to know where I live, but basically this thing works just like any Android Auto, and it does not take away from the features of your vehicle. So if you go here, you go to apps, you can interact with any of your apps that is still on Android Auto. So you have your, for my vehicle, I have Ford, Audible, calendar, chat, whatever it is that you want to interact with. And if you want to go back to your home screen, you can choose Android Auto, Samsung Dex here, or you can just go to your vehicle's home screen, which in my case, I have my vehicle. You can interact with your vehicle like you typically will. So I still have my heated seats, I have my heated steering wheel. I have basically all the features that comes with my vehicle. The device does not take away from anything that is built into my vehicle at all. It's just an easy plug and play. Let me turn the light up, that way it's easy for you guys to see. It's a very, very simple plug and play that I can still interact with my vehicle. If I want to go back to it, I simply click on the Android Auto. Now, even though it should have been already clear by now that this is only for Android Auto and Samsung devices, you need to know that the Android Auto portion of it can work with pretty much any Android Auto capable device, but the Samsung Dex can only work with, obviously, Samsung, because no other phone is gonna have Samsung Dex. Now, if you have Motorola G, you can try that to see if it works, but the Android portion of it will work with any phone as far as I know, and then the Dex would only work with Samsung Dex, with Samsung if you have a Samsung Dex device. This right here does not support Apple phones. So if you have Apple, you would not be able to use this device right here. So now I can go back into my Android Auto and I have all my apps and stuff like that, But anyways, if you guys want one of these, there's going to be a link in the description. I highly recommend this. I think this is one of the best. This is probably the best device that I've ever had for my vehicle right here. I've done a review of this. If you guys want to see something, see what this is about, you can look in my channel. But this right here, I feel like is a much better and portable device that just like this. That's it. I don't have no extra wires. It's literally one single wire. But anyways, keep watching if you want to see the unboxing for this device right here.